Hey guys, me Dave. It's 1/3/2020, so I thought I'd do a little video tonight. Not much going on. I'll just kind of give you a rundown of um of my day. Not much going on. I'm not being hit too terribly bad or anything. I I've been they're laying off me a little bit this weekend, which is surprising because I got hit Friday. Sometimes they do that. They'll hit me pretty good there a couple days a week, and then they'll kind of lay off me, give me a little bit of a break. I'm still, I mean, they hit me around people. They hit me around my family members. The family members have to validate, and I'm not going to go into it all the time, but they validate their technology and all this stuff. So I get hit, off and on today. Um, so I've been thinking about other things today. I've been thinking about, there's stuff I want to do to the van. We can't give up our dreams. We can't give up our goals. Um, like I said before, these guys won't let me work or anything. Um, they would love to have me sitting on the bed 24/7, and they would love to torture me with no phone, no computer, no nothing, no windows. That's what they would love. And stuff. So I've been thinking about other things. I want to fix up the van a little bit. Get it ready for camping. I want to, I'm thinking about adding a sink. I'm thinking about adding a couple shelves in there, and maybe even a TV. I don't know. I don't go camping that much. They don't allow me to go camping that much. They just don't allow me to go camping that much. I tried going for 2 days, and they threw a fit. They had this bully guy up there with his family, slamming doors and acting like a big tough guy wearing a tank top and all this stuff, trying to intimidate me and all this stuff. And then they were hitting me with rage and all this stuff. I just wasn't putting up with it. I packed up and I went home. So we wasted a night of camping. Um, I'm trying to get my van ready. I ordered a couple things off Amazon. I ordered a 2.5 gallon water jug with a spout, so I can wash my hands, fill tanners, dog dish, and all this stuff. Eventually, I'd like to put a sink in there, turn it into a little RV, put a sink in there, maybe get a TV, a small TV, um, and try to fix it up a little bit so when we go camping it's comfortable. Kick off your shoes and all this stuff, and just chill out, have a couple drinks and all this stuff, have a fire, and stuff. So that's kind of the things I've been thinking about today. Are they gonna try to ruin that? Probably. These guys act like they want to lock me up every week, but then they don't. If I get locked up, I think another group takes over. So I think they're still contractors, but I think another group takes over when I'm in the hospital, um, and stuff. So are they gonna try to ruin it? They'll try to ruin everything, Um, so. But I've been thinking about other things. I've been thinking about camping, fixing up the van. You know, um, you know, you gotta do things to occupy your mind. If you have a little money, which I don't have. It's. I mean, this van I bought 3 years ago, and it's a work in progress. I'm trying to make it reliable. Next month I got to get brakes done, rear brakes done, and I got to get front tires. It's all, I can't afford to do a bunch of stuff. I'm really on a budget. Even living with a relative, um, I'm still on a little tiny budget. You got to think of creative ways to do things. I mean, I'll give you an example. So I was thinking about putting a sink in my van, okay, with a faucet. All right, so you get a little hand pump faucet. You can get them for $15 on Amazon. Get them for $15 on Amazon. Um, what do you do for a sink? You're gonna spend $80 on a sink, on an RV sink? Well, there's other options out there. You know what you do? A creative way to get around that is, what do? You buy a metal salad bowl. You can get them on Amazon for $10. A metal salad bowl. Cut a hole in the middle, put a drain in, and you got yourself a sink for $20. So you have to be very creative. I've been watching a lot of videos because I'm bored. So I'm getting my van set up for camping and all that stuff. Um, you know, it's I'm gonna get a electric cooler, which I can get one on at Walmart for $50. It'll have multi uses for it. It'll be for camping, or if I take Tanner to the beach, I can throw some cold water in there and it'll stay cold on a hot day. You just plug it into the cigarette lighter, or you can plug it into a regular outlet. So multiple uses for it. So I've been checking out things. Trying to get ready for summer, trying to get ready for camping and stuff like that. Got to keep my mind occupied, and I got to take my mind off this targeting all the time. Otherwise, I'm going to be sitting here laying on my bed getting tortured all the time. I can't do that. I can't allow that to happen. We gotta do other things, you guys. Take our mind off this stuff. Go for a bike ride. Go for a walk. Take your dog out. Go for a ride through the state forest. Walk on trails. There's all kinds of unlimited things we can do that don't cost any money. Go to the beach. Look at the water. Put your feet in the water and all this stuff. There's a lot of things we can do even around this year, or this time of year. So I'm trying to make a positive video. We got to think positive too every now and then, and we got to put the quality of life back in our life. Where we try to do things on a positive note. So that's what I'm thinking of. It's warm, not warm. I'm in northern Minnesota. Okay, warm is 30 degrees here in January. Beautiful weather. That's 30 degrees. So I might go camping Wednesday or Thursday. Possibly. It's supposed to be in the 30s all week. It's supposed to be decent weather. I got a ceramic heater. I always get a campsite with electric. I got a power strip, so I can run a coffee pot. I can run a lamp. I can run my heater off a power strip. So we're nice and comfortable if it gets too cold at night and stuff. So I might go camping Wednesday or Thursday if I can afford it. I don't know if I can afford it. I really can't, but I would like to get away for a night. And stuff. And I would like to take Tanner out. And stuff. I looked at the reservations for the state park. Nobody's up there. Nobody. There wasn't one reservation. We'd be up there by ourselves unless they send perps up there, which they commonly do send perps up there all the time. There's usually one or two or whatever, but so we might go camping next week. Maybe. We'll see what happens. So we might get away for a night, we'll see. So anyway, I hope you guys think about positive things to do. I know a lot of TI videos, including mine, are depressing. They're negative. We talk about perps and all that stuff. we do have to balance it out with positive things. I mean, if you're in a warm state or whatever, California, Florida, North Carolina, or whatever, where you don't get snow or you get very little snow, um, it's good to go for a bike ride, go to your state forest, and walk the trails. Um, go for a ride to the beach or whatever. Um, we gotta get out there. We gotta break this stuff up. I'm in northern Minnesota. It's hard to break it up because it's usually cold out. Right now we're having a nice week where it's going to be in the 30s, and that's warm for us in January. In January, um, it can be 20 below, and that's cold, and you're stuck in the house. And, you have to be tough to live in Minnesota because when it's 20 below and you have to go to work or whatever, and your car is sitting there, wah, 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 and finally starts up. Um, you know, you have to be tough when you have to get out in 20 below weather and your face is freezing. Your eyelids, you know, the water from your eyelids or whatever, your eyes are freezing, and you got icicles on your eyelids. That's cold. You know, so when it's 30 degrees outside, it's warm to us. I mean, I seen a guy. I took Tanner to the park today. It was like 35 degrees. All right. This is the thing about Minnesota. It gets up to 40, 45, and people have their tops down on their cars. It's unreal. That's too cold for me even, But, okay, so I went, it was 35 degrees above zero today, which is cold, Um, but it was nice for us. Okay, so I took Tanner to the park. I'm like, it's a nice day, the sun's out and all this stuff. And there were gang stalkers there at the park, waiting for me. Um, and we went for a little walk. It was in the snow. My feet got cold really quick and all this stuff. So we had to kind of turn around and go back to the van. But we were driving through town, and I seen a guy. He was wearing kind of a heavy jacket, but he was wearing shorts. He didn't have any socks on. He had shorts on. He had his shoes on. It was 35 degrees out and sunny. That's warm for us in January. I mean, this is nice weather for us. You really have to be a tough cookie to live up here in Minnesota, northern Minnesota, where it's really cold. We get that Canadian air sometimes coming down to us, from Canada. We get that cold Canadian air come down, and it'll hit us, and it'll be 10, 15, 20 below zero, and your car barely starts. It's amazing, really, when you can go out there when it's 20 below and your car starts. You're like, yeah, I love my car. Man. That thing started up on the first time. It's a little wah 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 wah, and it starts up. But you're like, wow, man, these cars are made strong. Um, when they can start in 20 below weather. I used to have to work I used to work for the Duluth News Tribune, and I used to work in the circulation department. We used to deal with customers where their papers were missed or there was a shortage. And I'd have to go out there at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning and start my car when it was super, super cold, 20, 25 below outside. And that sucker would start up. It was like, oh yeah, It's really unreal how tough some of these cars are and how tough you have to be. When you're driving around, in the mornings delivering shortages, customers call in, they say, well, I don't have my paper, blah, blah, blah. So you go deliver them a paper, um, and stuff. It was a really fun job, actually. You got the, every day was different, and stuff. But we had to do it in the cold weather. We had to do it in blizzards. We had to do it in winter storms. You know, you have to be a tough cookie to live up here in northern Minnesota. We're right by Lake Superior, and the lake affects all kinds of weather. We're 3 hours from Canada, so we get that Canadian air that comes down that is super, super, super cold and stuff. You know, it's really amazing. You know, and stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this off. Sorry for you know, it's not much about targeting, um, but it's just parts of my life that I like to share. You know, thank you for the comments, you guys. I totally agree with you guys. You know, we need to do this, we need to do that. You know, the only thing is that these guys know everything about us. They're reading our thoughts. They're looking at us in real time. They're watching us 24/7. They know everything about us, you guys. You know, and stuff, and it's just unreal. But so I suppose I'll cut this off, you guys. I'm sorry for rambling, but you know, so you guys have a good night. It's Sunday night. You guys have a good night. It's almost 11. It's about 11 o'clock here. I'm gonna hit the sack in about an hour. I was up all night. They let me sleep 2 hours last night, and I was up. They were keeping me up all night. And then they let me sleep all day. I didn't get out of bed until 2:30 in the afternoon. They let me sleep all day. You know, so that's kind of the way it's been the last 2 or 3 nights. They've been hitting me at nighttime. You know, keep me up and all this stuff, and you know, and stuff. So. Anyway, I'm going to cut this off. So I hope you guys do well. Thank you for the comments, you guys. I love you guys. I really do. I care for you. I hope you're safe. I generally, I I can't even say it, mean that, you know, when I care about you guys. You know, so anyway, I'm going to cut this off. You guys have a good night and all this stuff, and a good week, and I'll talk to you soon. And, you know, I'll talk to you guys later.